I know how to do that. So I'm going to start here with violet, purple. Again, getting lighter here. Outlining the edges, trying to make it somewhat straight. Then I'm going to be putting blue. Again, I'm pressing down harder in the middle, and then I am releasing my pressure just a little bit to blend this blue-violet together. And since this little part has purple on it, you can kind of see it a little bit in there. Before I blend it with my green, because green and purple don't make poop really, but a little nasty-ish color, I had to make sure that I didn't blend any of that into my green. So if you're noticing that your colors are getting nasty, it's probably because you didn't clean your pastels. It does take just a little bit more attention to take care of that, even if the person who used them before you did not clean them perfectly for you, which I will try to get on you guys as much as I can. So when you have like a big chunk, I just try to blend that around, or you might call them boogers. So now I've got my warm and my cool colors. I'm going to show you guys how to add stippling with those dots. I just wrote pick a color to pick a color, but I have these arrows showing you that I want it going in this direction. I'm just going to stick with green and blue since I have it right here. So I'm going to be doing this, and I want it to be, or you could do circles, that's fine, or just a little to make it make your dots look bigger. So just like cross hatching, the closer your marks are together, the darker that area will seem because it's covering more area of paper. I'm starting to make my dots, marks really, that's all they are, farther apart, letting more paper come in, and I'm just going to have a few going into my next color, smaller dots. I'm going to fill in that area just a little bit. I personally find this to be very fun and quite exciting to do. Other people think that it's literally the worst thing they could ever make you do. I'm sorry. Yeah. This is a really nice way to get textures, like reptilian textures, if you wanted to add something like that. Again, I'm making this area closer together by making my marks bigger, making them medium as I get to that center. And what this will do is it will make a blue-green visually. Once we step farther back from it, it'll be blending it in without us having to smear it to get that type of blue-green. I love it when there's 28 kids doing that sound. I really do. That sounded sarcastic. Now I'm putting some more green into this blue area. So it shows that they are mixed together. Just a little bit, so I can see that nice color. All right, scribble, loops. I want you to pick a color, any color. I'm gonna pick red. And then I'm gonna pick yellow. Whatevs. Cool. All right, yellow and red. Again, it looks pretty clean. This is what I mean by loops. You can do scribbles. This is another way to add texture. I'm going to make my scribbles or swirls closer to each other. It's not really squirrels. Dear God, it's not squirrels. It's kind of like when I had you guys do soft blending with your pencil. I'm just moving my pencil. This is not a pencil. What is this thing again? Oil pastel. Jeez Louise. Into loops, circles like that. Then I'm going to do that again with my other color, and you can see it blending on top of each other. It looks kind of cool. The lighting's a little off from your angle, but if I would have left more area for the yellow to show up, it would look different. It would look cooler. So it has these raised areas. There we go. There. Now you can see the color. That looks a lot better, doesn't it? So it has these little boogers on it. You can see them as I sweep them away. I just lightly brush them off and then shake them onto a paper towel to get rid of them. Because if I were to smear it like this, like I would a pencil, you would get little streaks of that color. Okay, value scale feathering. So I want you to have white here and your color and the dark areas. So white's gonna go the quickest because a lot of people think that they need to press down really hard with the white and it's just gonna get eaten up, okay? White also went quicker when you're using colored pencils. Now you can peel the paper off of these. The paper is really on here for squeamish children who don't like to get their hands dirty. If you don't like to get your hands dirty and you guys already have the paper taken off, you can take a little piece of paper towel like this and wrap it around. Boom, instantly protected, right? People who have their heads down, get your heads up. This is 10 points participation for watching. Easy. We like passing art class, don't we? Yep. One kid. All right. Gonna add white on here, but you can't see it at all, right? Oops, there's a little bit of red streak in that. You can kind of see it. A little bit of blue in here. Wow. It could be from what's on my hand. This might frustrate people a lot, but I think it's a happy accident, right, Bob Ross? Okay. Purple. That's my favorite color. A little bit of blue on it. So I'm going to start adding color about here. So I can press down harder. And if I press down lighter, it's still going to be a lot lighter of a violet. So I'm doing the feathering in a way just by drawing lines, making it look like an ombre effect of feathering. And I am going to add black to this. I have to be careful that my black doesn't get into this area over here because it will create a muted gray violet, and if you want that, that's great, but hey, it's probably not the best idea if you don't want that. I'm going to go back over it with the white, and this is why it goes away a lot quicker, because you usually make a couple layers. When I smear it with my hands, I also have to make sure that that color is not on my fingers, because I have ruined a lot of things with that. But if you guys mess up, you can take your nail or a paper clip and you can scratch away that color if you don't like it, and it will be removed. So I had to switch fingers because I knew that this one already had a lot of violet on it, and I want this area to stay whiter, so I was pushing the color that way. That looks really beautiful. Oh my god. This black one hardly gets used because it flattens out colors, it makes some areas look muted. I usually save it for the end, and this is the end of this little project right here. And then I will have you guys draw some examples for what you want to do for your project. So I could just start off with going this way if I want to get a nice crisp edge. I am pressing down lighter because I don't want that part to be incredibly darkened. Since there's enough dark on there, I should be good. Hi, Cameron. Oops, that's on YouTube now. So it blends pretty nicely. I just have to fix this area up. And I was wiping it on my paper towel to make sure that I don't get in this color here.
Does this all go on YouTube?
Yes, it all goes on YouTube, even that little comment you just made. So I'm wiping my colors that way. Oops, see how I got the black in that area? I didn't want... Watch this. I removed it. It's scratching. You can only do this trick a couple times on an area before it gives up. I just won't allow it anymore. Then I can go back over it with white. All right, that's what I want you guys to do for today. Please don't forget to write your name on it. Mrs. Bill. All right, what I really want to do, well,